Police officers should be a member of Hampshire Police Federation for many reasons. Mainly, if they're a member, then we can offer them the full list of support that we can give to our members. And whether that's getting solicitors when they've been subject to a complaint, or sending them to our welfare cottages for some respite support, or for giving them access to financial support should they need it. The list is endless, and much of what we do is behind the scenes. Many people won't know about it, they won't hear about it, but it goes on. Our Federation reps are working tirelessly for police officers across Hampshire and the Isle of Wight to give them the very best service that they can have. As a result of the work that we started, more officers have got access to Taser. Our officer safety training days have been extended from 1 day to 2 days, and every frontline officer across Hampshire and the Isle of Wight now is issued with a spit guard, an invaluable piece of equipment. And I put it in context like this: 4 of our colleagues are assaulted every day, whether it's physical or verbal, and we have to make sure that every one of those people who are victims of an assault are looked after appropriately. And that's why the work that we started here in Hampshire, I'm so proud of it, because it is making a difference.
I don't actually have any memory of what happened, but my understanding, I was knocked unconscious by a blow to the head of some kind.
I took a couple of punches and then was put to the floor, had my head stamped on several times, and then he strangled me until I was out unconscious.
We tried to restrain him, and as I went to grab his left arm, he was on the floor, he trapped my hand under his head, he turned his head and he bit down on my arm.
Standard night shift, getting ready to go home, I had a call to the Itchen Bridge, chap looking a little bit distressed and upset. Very long story short, we tried to restrain him on the bridge because he didn't want to come with us, and in the process I tore my ACL, my cruciate ligament in my knee.
I had a bleed on the brain. I had an operation on the side of my head to remove the blood from my head, and then had 2 months off work before returning to work. It would certainly be more difficult without the Federation's assistance, that's for sure. I wouldn't have had the guidance from the Federation in terms of all the insurance claims and compensation claims and things to go through. Then you know that they're going to be there for you, that they're the ones to turn to who can support you and guide you in the right direction to hopefully get you through it.
I got a phone call the next day from John Apter, just obviously concerned about what happened, and he offered me a lot of advice about criminal injuries, compensation and industrial industries and things like that.
Not only do they offer the support that you know you're entitled to, but there was also loads of things that I wasn't aware that they could offer help-wise, because it wasn't just me affected, it had a huge impact on my family, my children, and it just had a huge knock-on effect to everyday life, and everything they did just eased that and just made me feel that bit better. I just had that, it was like a peace of mind, it was invaluable.
Hampshire Police Federation commissioned the police memorial following the tragic loss of our friend and colleague Steve Rawson. And it was after Steve's death that we realised we had no long-lasting memorial within Hampshire Constabulary, and I wanted to put that wrong right. So with the help of Hampshire Police Federation reps, the Constabulary, and more importantly families of those who'd lost colleagues in the line of duty, then we put together a plan to have a memorial erected at Netley Training Headquarters, and that was unveiled in October last year, something I'm immensely proud of. And I've been contacted by many families of fallen colleagues who are overwhelmed that their loved ones will never be forgotten, and it's right and proper that they know that they are members of the police family and they will never be forgotten.
Well, James, he was just a lovable lad, but I would say that, I'm a parent, but he enjoyed his job and he was extremely well liked. Hampshire Police Federation, they mean an awful lot to myself and family because of all the hard work that they've put into helping everybody. They don't just help the fallen officers, they also help the sick, and anybody who has an accident or any problems, they are there for you. They've just been incredible over these last few years. If it wasn't for them, I'm not too sure how we'd get through.
I'm really proud that Hampshire Police Federation invested heavily in 2 welfare cottages in the heart of the New Forest. And these welfare cottages are available completely free of charge to our members and their families who are going through times of crisis. We've had over 200 families use the welfare cottages over the last 12 months. We provided that at no cost at all to our members.
The stay was just what I needed. I took my family down there. We had a long weekend, the weather was lovely, there's walks available, there's activities available, you can just sit and do nothing really if that's what you want to do. So it's a pretty amazing place, yeah, it's lovely.
The actual honour of coming here today and being met by the local MP and everything else, and it's just made myself and my wife feel really special. It's fantastic.
I get letters weekly from officers, from their families, about how great the service of the group insurance scheme is. And whether they've broken down on the motorway, or the boiler's broken, or more significantly and sadly, whether somebody's been diagnosed with a critical illness or there's been a loss of life, then the group insurance scheme steps in and it provides that critical safety net in times of crisis very often. Hampshire Police Federation has got a good name amongst its officers, and that's only because of the Federation reps that are dedicated, committed to doing the very best they can. But as Hampshire Police Federation continues to grow and move forward, I just want to reassure our members who have faith in us to continue to have faith, because we will continue to be there for you through thick and thin, both visible and behind the scenes, protecting your interests and your families.
I couldn't even tell you how much it costs, because it just goes out when I get paid. I don't care, it's invaluable, worth every penny. It's just nothing I would even, you just have to do it. I think it should be mandatory, to be perfectly honest, because it's the best thing ever.